Hi guys, my name is Finn. I'm 22, based here in beautiful Donegal. I just graduated last year doing graphic and UX design. Design is my passion. I love everything about design, photography, videography, anything creative. I am a creative, and I also love high octane sports, culture, lifestyle. I want to tie all that together and build the best and the biggest creative studio in Ireland. Yeah, I'm super pumped. I'm highly motivated to do this because I have a calling and I have this motivation, and design is my passion. So I'm just gonna full send it. Right now I'm like a full-time videographer and video editor. So that's kind of paying the bills, but I wanna get high ticket clients and yeah, make a really nice living from design. So that is the goal, that is the mission, build the biggest and the best creative studio in Ireland, being known for like doing the coolest shit possible. I think that's the goal. But other than that, I'm gonna bring you guys along with me for the journey. I'm here in beautiful, beautiful Downings, going to hit a few golf balls, see if I still have it.
Ich war nie Drive-Up, ich war immer real, wird's dick, bin ich für dich da. Ich hab dein Bag, hast du mein Bag, es ist mir nicht so klar. Babe, weil du nie da warst, ja, weil du nie da warst. Ja, liebst du meine Love oder die Visa-Card? Weil da, wo ich herkomm, geh ich nicht mehr back. Für immer sind wir da weg. Das Money und ich sind attached. Chaos in meinem Head. Du in meinem Bett.
Yo guys, it is the next day, following up after the golf. I need to practice. My ball is curving in the air. Don't know why. Need to fix that out. Anyway, so continue on from yesterday. I have boiled it down to a few things that I need to do in order to build this creative studio. And it's all about working backwards. I need high ticket clients. I need my personal brand to take off. And I need to get really good at making content, editing content, shooting content, making content here on YouTube, especially. It's something that I want to perfect to help people with in the future. So, saying that, how do I get there? How do I get high ticket clients? Well, it's a matter of working backwards. How do I get a 10K client? Well, I need the experience from a client that pays 5K. How do I get the experience from a client that pays 5K? I need the experience from a client that pays 1K. So forth, so forth, and so forth. So if you work it out like that, it's going to snowball. And it's the exact same thing. How do I get my personal brand to 100,000 followers? Well, I'm not going to compare myself to people within the 100,000 follower range because I'm going to give myself such anxiety and I cannot keep up. Most of those people have a team working with them. So I'm going to start comparing myself to people that are in my range. I currently have around 480 followers when I'm shooting this. I'll plug this here on Instagram, and I'm just touching now 1,000 followers on TikTok. TikTok, you grow so much faster than any other platform. Like, it's the quickest way to grow. I think if you get like 10K there first, then just drive those to Instagram. Instagram is more professional. That's where I reach out to people on Instagram, not on TikTok. Well, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, so I'm going to work backwards. So first of all, I need get my personal brand in order. I'm going to actually work on this now with you guys and how I'm going to plan to do this. Might help you guys. I'm going to get really good at making videos, especially here on YouTube, and I'm going to make sure my portfolio is as best as I can possibly make it right now. There's no point in trying to overextend myself and make this amazing website that will take me 3 years to build, or will take me, 2 months to build even. I need something that I'm confident enough in to reach out with people. And when people ask where my website is, I can just send that over directly to them. And yeah, it's just a little bonus. It gives me the confidence to approach these bigger clients. I'm going to work with you guys now on how it is that I grow my personal brand here on Instagram and how I actually help people grow their personal brands as well. So I'm gonna break it down. Let me just change this angle real quick. Right, okay, so here we are. So there's a few things that I need to figure out. I've kind of broken down this process into, I'm gonna say 5 things. So first of all, it's who you are, more specifically, your voice. So that's the first kind of challenge that you need to go through, that I need to go through. Once you find that out, find people that you really aspire to be like. So your references. I think 6 is probably a really good number to go for. So if you can find 6 references, that is perfect. From then, you find types of formats. That could be carousels, produced carousels, vlogs, day in the lives, all that media that you see today, there are formats. If you don't know what the formats are, just research formats on Google or YouTube and you'll find a bunch. Once you kind of figure out the formats that you can sustainably make, then you're going to start looking at your pillars. I actually kind of got these mixed up. It should be your pillars first of all, and then your formats. Sorry, apologies. So your pillars are the main things that you can talk about, that people come to you asking you about these things, that you can talk about them for hours, or you are really passionate about them. Like mine would be travel, mindset, creativity, and lifestyle. So that's my 4 pillars now. So then once I have these, it's a lot easier then for me to figure out the formats, because I kind of know in my head how I can best kind of bring these ideas to life anyway. The final thing then is being really aware, being aware about what's working and what's not working. I'll divide this group of pillars into 4, and I'll break that down into the month. How many times I want to post about each depends on what is working for me and being aware of what people that are following me like. I can't just post about travel all month because people will get fatigued about that. So mixing these up in a healthy ratio will really kind of give people kind of a lot of longevity of, they won't get fatigued from watching your content, basically is what I'm saying. So right now I'm posting a lot of mindset stuff. I need to kind of alter out of that and post a bit more. Actually, story is probably another one of mine. So I post a lot of story and journey content about where I've come, and this actually seems to resonate a lot with people. So these 2 are kind of story and mindset is what I post the most. Creativity for me doesn't perform all that well. I would probably save this for my work account for Float Left, my studio, and then travel kind of ties in with lifestyle and story. So I kind of find ways to pull these. All together, and you need to build that awareness, and that awareness only comes with time and putting in the reps and being able to hit 2 birds with 1 stone. But it is a skill that you can learn, so don't worry if you don't have it just yet. Keep in there. And yeah, that's basically it. That's kind of how I work, and that's how I help clients figure out who they are, where they're going to go, and the best route for them to move forward with social media. Hopefully that was to some benefit of someone. If you need any more help, just send me a DM on Instagram. I would love to give you a hand with all that stuff. But yeah, that is kind of a big block out of the way now, figuring that out. Now I'm going to do some editing work. Yo guys, how we doing? Taking a break from the computer, indoors. Come outside. I've actually shot a video here on my Instagram, you might have noticed. But yeah, I just decided to get outside, go for a quick swim here. It's really difficult to shoot content in Ireland. You just kind of have to go do it. It's like 9 p.m. right now. I'm very lucky. It's still bright enough to shoot content. It's just bright enough where I can still shoot content. But I wanted to take this as a chance to kind of talk about becoming someone. There's so much. I want to talk about who you become and who you become in regards to social media and how important that is. And I think that is the underlying principle to it all. There's so many like hacks you can do or pieces of advice like use this hashtag, use this caption, use these editing effects, use this camera. None of that shit matters. What matters is who you become in the pursuit of a difficult goal. I'm gonna say that again. Who you become in the pursuit of the goal is more attractive to people than all the other shit. Do not get bogged down thinking you need X, Y, and Z, when really you need to become more interesting. And you become more interesting by doing difficult things, reading books, traveling the world, starting a business, doing photo shoots, running ultramarathons, surfing, all that shit makes you more interesting. Lived experience is the value that people need. They do not need AI slop. They do not need regurgitated slop. They need real value, real experience. And then that's what I'm here to tell you guys. It's so peaceful here. To have white sand like this, beautiful, pristine water. It's unheard of anywhere else in the world. So blessed. Now I need to muster up the strength and run in there. Yeah, I'm already freezing. I'm not even in the water, so this is gonna be a tough one. But let's get it. It's super difficult to shoot content in Ireland. Usually the weather is against you, especially in Donegal. The weather is always against you. Ran out of time, I was working all day, but you just gotta go do it. It's super dark, super late. Just have to get it done, one way or the other. Whew. I need to get some ND filters for my Osmo because it's a little bright outside, but I wanted to make a part on what my studio actually does. Right now, my main source of income, my career, is freelance work. Each month is different. I started doing a lot of graphic design work. That's what I studied in school. So I love design, I love good design, I'm really passionate about that. But I have stepped more so into videography work and editing work. That is like the biggest bulk of my work right now. Videography, editing, that's what takes up like 80% of my time. The 20% of the time, I'm helping people grow, you know, their own social media, helping them get started, and giving them direction. I also have some clothing brand clients where I'm helping them build out their brand and help them carry out their first event, their first photo shoot, create editorial work for them, anything like that. So that's basically what I'm doing. And I want to take my face away from freelance. I want to step away from freelance, and I want my studio to have its own identity, because if it has its own identity, I'll be able to attract those bigger clients. Well, it's not to say that I can't attract big clients with myself, but I would prefer to have two separate things, two identities. I want my own personal brand, and then my studio will have its own kind of life in itself, so it won't be attached to me and my face. So when I go out and do crazy shit, my clients won't be freaked out, essentially. And yeah, just taking each video as it comes. Like this is, like I said, is my first video in a minute. So yeah, I'm gonna dip myself back into YouTube and make every video better than the last. So see you guys in a bit. Just gonna wrap up the video here, hit a few balls. If you made it to the end of the video, I really appreciate it. Help me support my channel. Like I said, I want to document this journey as a creative, building a studio in Ireland. The creative space in Ireland is no easy joke, especially to get started. It's a really hard industry to get started in, but I'm confident that I have the skills now to go all the way, and I'm really confident to make content about it as well, because I feel like I have genuine lived experience now. I've been around the block, I've seen a thing or two, so I'm like ready for this next chapter of my life. Yeah, I'm really appreciative to you guys who watched all the way. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.